What is up, Creative Gang? Welcome back to episode number 46. It's your boy Pete. I just got fucking married. Let's go. Let's get it fucking going, bro. First things first.
Hell of an intro, man.
I'm fucking excited, bro.
Yeah, I could tell. I didn't get an introduction or anything like that, but it's all good.
What's your name, boy?
Damn, Pete. Well, episode 46. Here we are. Pete
Let's
is
go.
freshly married. Pete, how are you feeling? Like,
dude,
I know
you see my shoulders?
I know you've been looking forward to this day since the day you were born. So, how you feeling, man? How's the married life been so far? It's been only been a week.
Real quick. Shit, y'all know my fucking shoulders feel light. My fucking wrists feel heavy now because all that weight on my shoulders.
But you're relaxed but heavy, though, right?
Yeah, relaxed but heavy, baby. Man, what an experience, man. I just got married. If you guys don't know that.
We've only been talking about it for the last 40 weeks, I feel like.
It's been like what's that called when it's like the theme of the fucking thing? Anyways, he was one of my best mans, Alberto. Loved your speech, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah, man. That was kind of like not off the dome, but I didn't look at anything.
It was Alberto's speech.
No. I went on my notes app and I had 4 bullet points that I wanted to tackle. And it was pretty easy to put it in my memory, but I just wanted to look at it.
You did good.
Yeah, so I did get a little nervous, like
really
towards the. I'm like, fuck. Thank God the girl went first, the maid of honor.
Yeah. And
so I was like, all right, I'm next, and I'm like, let me look at my bullet points real quick, take a couple of shots, and I'm like, all right, I should be straight, I should be fine. Yeah. And I don't remember stumbling my words at all. So I know we're gonna find on the video. I even gave Rafi like, hey, you ready? You got this audio ready? Let's get it. Like, no, but it was fun though.
Yeah, it was one hell of an experience, man. Thank you for everybody who joined, friends and family,
and everyone who gave him a congrats on the In the Frame Potter.
Yeah, thank you, man. And like I said, let me get right into it. So wedding day, right? Boom, boom, boom. Dude, I'm not on my phone the whole time because I'm so like excited. I'm like nervous.
You're not.
Yeah, I was on my phone, dude. Like I was like, damn, like I didn't get my phone. I was like, man, I hired a really good photographer and really good videographer to capture everything. Never on my phone, which is crazy, which is rare.
Unlike you.
Yeah, rare.
You're the selfie queen.
I'm always taking a selfie on that Snapchat, trying to show my ring. But you guys get a little look at championships ring. I kept telling everybody, I can't wait to wear my championship ring. Pete, what the fuck are you talking about? And then they finally see my ring, like, I get it now. Who do you play for? Like, no, bro, this is my wedding ring, bro. Look at that shit. Damn. But anyways,
relax but heavy.
So yeah, relax but heavy, baby. So then the wedding day comes, and then Berto and my other groomsmen show up.
It was a pretty chill morning. We saw the Champions League final. We got some brunch. You know, we got some Clase Azul and 42 bottle.
Yep. And by the way, Clase Azul.
Give it a rate. What,
fuck, 11 out of 10, bro.
If you're at a bar, what are you asking?
I would say
Clase Azul or 42.
Clase Azul on ice, bro, because it's so sweet. Like it's crazy,
but not in a bad way. Like
no,
sweetness. Because like I'm personally not a big fan of sweet, but like that's like
it was perfect, dude.
Yeah,
it was insane. And 1942, I already
tastes
knew,
like tequila. Like,
but one of my groomsmen, shout out to Lamont, he's like, "Yo, fuck it, I'm gonna get you both." And then I was like, "What?" Like, all right, cool. 1942 tastes like garbage.
It doesn't taste like $150 bottle.
No, bro. I know cheaper bottles that taste better. Like it's ridiculous.
It is Don Julio. I've never been a big fan of Don Julio. Honestly.
Don Julio tastes way better, bro. And you get
it is Don Julio.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. But how is that top of the line? Like, it's not good. Anyways, Clase Azul is way better, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so unique. Anyway, so we get
this isn't an alcoholic podcast though,
and it's only $10 more. Like it's ridiculous. Like
it's not too bad.
Really,
and
good.
The bottle is really attractive, pleasing to the eye.
Ceramic, white, and
all
blue.
The IG thoughts love that bottle because it's good for Instagram.
I know. Anyway, so then wedding day comes. It's a lot leading up. The day before, I take a day off. I'm getting the stuff ready and blah blah blah. It's a lot of stress, and then finally wedding day comes, and you guys come over. We're trying to get ready. I'm trying to get everything settled. And I remember one thing Lamont said was like, "When you have your wedding day, bro, enjoy it because it's gonna be a blur." And I was like, "That's what
interesting tip.
That's what everybody says. It's gonna be a blur." And then it was a blur, but it was a blur to where like I can remember everything, but it was like, whoa, like I was just focused on me and my wife. That shit sounds weird, bro. My wife, I'm a hubby now. Shit, I'm gonna tell. Hey, tag hubby. Anyways, so then like it was like I'm like focused, bro. Like it's a weird feeling, man. Like I can't wait to experience it.
You look like you had a good time, man.
It was insane, bro.
Level 1 to 10 of drunkenness. I remember you're like, I'm gonna get wasted, and we're all scared that you're gonna get totaled and look like a fool in front of everybody.
My dad was like, what the fuck you doing, dude? Like, stop taking shots. I'm like, dude, it's a group. It's a groomsman for the video. It was probably like 3 shots in, but I didn't get that drunk.
You didn't seem like it.
It wasn't until like maybe towards like
The tail end.
The tail end, where everybody's like, "Yo, Pete, like let's take a shot," and I'm like, "All right, cool." I went back like, "Yo, Pete, let's take a shot." I'm like, "Fuck, dude.
I bought all these bottles. Fuck it."
I know. I was like, "Fuck," and then, but leading up to it, it was cool. Stressful in the part that I had to worry about. I'm really possessive in the way of the creative world.
Let's talk about how.
Yeah, let's get into it. So
did you book videographers and photographers like the traditional way where they do all the shooting and editing, of course? But I know you're an egomaniac when it comes to style and your own style when it comes to photography. At least I doubt you did a lot. You're gonna have a special package for videos,
right? But so like
you don't have to throw numbers, but like as far as packaging for the viewers.
So my photography pricing was
you got to steal.
It was ridiculous. It was a steal because. Number one, you got to know when you're a photographer and you have a wedding and it's your wedding, it's really hard to find a photographer who's not egotistical and doesn't want, well, you're hiring me because you want my edit of style.
But we all say the same shit though.
I don't shoot raws. I'm not the person for you. I'm like, bro, I'm paying you a hefty amount per hour, 10-hour day. That's a good amount, like to pay your rent. That's what I always say. Right. That's a good amount. Nah, but it just doesn't make sense for me because I don't shoot raws. I shoot because you want my style.
Wait, who the fuck doesn't shoot raws though?
99% of the fucking photographers who I inquired all wanted to edit the photos. I'm like, bro, that's
normal though.
That's normal, but I'm telling them, I'm like, I'm a photographer. I'm explaining the situation.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, I'm giving you a hefty amount per hour just to shoot because I can see your photos and off the get-go, they look good. And it looks like you don't edit much. So let me hire you because of that. No, I want to edit the photos and I want you to pay me the full rate. Dude, I'm like, I had to go back and.
So it was hard for you to find someone that's willing to
shoot
let
raws.
that go.
Yeah.
And
yes.
Okay.
And a tip as a photographer, that's easy money, man. If it's not for the money, but it's like easy money. Like just go shoot, man. Like dude,
I'd rather shoot all day. Give the card. I'm like, yo, do what you.
You always talk about it.
Yeah.
You want to do video, and then boom, here you go.
Yeah.
And
I'd rather be a camera op and not deal with editing if I could.
It's the ego. Like it's the ego. And we all have it.
But at the same time, they might want to use those images to give you a little pushback, a little devil's advocate. It's been a minute. They might want pushback to like, yo, I want to advertise this for my business as well. Fair or not fair?
No, that's fair. And for my photographer, me and my photographer have kind of similar editing styles. He was like, yeah, I'm going to edit them. I might use them on my portfolio. Dude, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I give him the liberty with that. And
okay, so you're not being like, yo, I want the raws and I want you to delete it from your system.
I told him, I was like, dude, you can use these for your own portfolio. You can edit them however you want to. You can
okay, so they're bugging them.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I was so infuriated. Like, I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck? Let go of your pride and just take some fucking photos, and you still gonna edit them however you want to.
Okay, so I thought when you were having these conversations with these photographers that they're like, no, I want it my style because if you put a style, let's say, hypothetically, you'll never do this. What if you had like this fucking typical wedding orange look and you're like, that's not my style. Like, I don't want my name attached to that.
Yeah.
You don't have to tag me.
And like, dude, I edited the photos in my own style and I tagged my photographer. Obviously,
but what if they don't want that tag because like that's not even my style, bro?
He was okay with it. He's like, yo, tag me.
No, I'm saying like other photographers were they bugging?
I think that's why they were bugging probably. Okay. They probably saw my work. I don't know if they felt intimidated. I don't know if they're like, whoa, that's not my style.
Maybe they just don't fuck with it.
Yeah. So like I was like, dude, like come on, like why is this so hard?
Yeah.
Anyways, so then that was the photography. I hired Harry, who's shout out to him. He's living off his Porsche. It was really crazy. He did an amazing job, bro. Like he made me and my wife, he's trying to say fiance, feel really comfortable. Like they took all the pictures with like the groomsmen. Like there's a bunch of pictures with them. Her and Kristen and all the groom, what is it called? The bridesmaids. It was fucking dope. He fucking absolutely killed it.
What kind of systems are we talking about?
Camera systems? He had a. I was just telling you this off air. He had a A7R3.
Okay,
and
big difference.
He had a Sigma 50 mil, which I'm thinking of getting right now.
You have an 85.
Hold on, the 50 mil. Oh my god, dude, it's insane. Like it looks
like the perfect between 24 and 85.
You know how you keep saying like 50 is the perfect, and I'm like, no, bro,
for like
that's
the face.
50.
Yeah.
I think the 50 is the perfect for the environmental and capturing the person. So if you want an environmental portrait,
yeah,
they always say the 35.
Yeah.
No, fuck the 35. Go with the 50 because it grabbed.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You're being a prisoner of the moment right now.
No. So let me tell you why. So the 50 is a 1.4.
Okay.
So the blur, when you capture the more it encompasses more of the environment than the 85 that I'm used to, right?
Okay.
I'm used to like the 85. That's my go-to. That's my moneymaker. It's really tight and it gets
really
a little
compressed.
bit, and it gets the face basically looks more like full, right?
Yeah.
And it's more personable, and it gets a little bit of the ambient, but it's not the much to distract you from the subject. So the 50 mil is a little bit of both. Like you get some environment blur. And then the blur of the environment is like more flat, and you get the body more flat.
And your 24 1.4 is a little too wide.
Yeah, it's a little too wide. The only way you can make that work is if you're up close. But why would you want?
But then you have to distort the face when you do that.
You do distort that. There's ways to get around that, but it's more work.
Sure, of course.
But the 50 is like I barely had to like edit, and I was like, oh damn, this looks nice. Like I see. And I let him borrow my 85, and he was like, yo, Pete, like I only use it for a couple photos, but I don't really much use it for it. And I'm like, cool. Photography side, he killed it.
Okay.
Now videography side.
Hold on. So before we go there, like, have you gone scrubbing through the A7R3? Like, you're not used to that. Like, a megapixel size as far as the raw files. What are we talking about? Because 24, the A7 III is what, 24 megapixels? No. File size. I don't know what's the average.
It's like
if you go uncompressed, you go uncompressed. I go compressed.
It's like 27
megabytes.
27 megabytes.
Okay,
26.
so what are we talking about with the A7R3?
A7R3.
Because they shoot what 40 something megabytes per
like high
megapixels.
40s.
I'm sorry,
high 40s, maybe 51.
Let me look it up right now. I don't want to sound like an idiot.
Fact check me. No, it's like 85, 90. So I meet him at REI like 2 days after the wedding because he's living out of his car. So like we met at REI.
You make it sound like a bum, bro.
No, he's really cool, man. Like his shit's sophisticated.
Okay.
We meet at REI. He's like, hey, let's go shopping. I'm like, bro, like I gotta go to Joshua Tree like in a bit.
It shoots 42 megapixels.
42?
42.4 megapixels.
Okay.
That's a fucking big ass file.
That's double. So yeah, it's like 85, like triple, goddamn. But anyways, it's 85 megapixels. He took like 4,000 pictures.
42 megapixels. You said 85.
He was like, hey bro, it's like 3,900 photos. My hard drive is gonna to transfer into. I recently got an SSD. He's like, it's gonna take an hour 30. And I was like, what? Like an hour 30?
And you're like, SSD is pretty fast though, man.
Like, yeah, I'm like, dude, SSD, I just got this. I paid extra money so it can go faster. He's like, yeah, I have a regular hard drive, so transferring it to that, it's not the same. And I'm like, what the fuck are we gonna? He's like, do you want to go to lunch? Like it's like 10 a.m. And I'm like, REI just opened. He's like, let's just go to REI. So we go and we get to know each other a little bit. Fantastic dude. We come back and I opened the folder on my laptop, and this is before we have so much shit to unpack on this Potter. So this is when I had my old laptop.
Okay.
And I'm like, I open it. I hope my SSD, new laptop, or my old laptop.
Your SSD, was it a 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte?
1 terabyte.
Okay.
I open it, and it says preview unavailable to preview. I was like, what the fuck? Try another source or some bullshit. So I go to Lightroom. I open it. And it takes a while, and it finally loads. And it's like, okay, we're good, bro. I'm like, all right, man.
You got everything.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, please don't delete this for a month.
Yeah.
If you delete it sooner than a month, let me know before you delete it.
I'll get another backup system.
I told him that. He's like, yeah, dude, for sure. It's like, I'm gonna keep these for some future edits. Blah blah blah. I'm like, perfect, cool.
That's smart that you said that because if you would have deleted it somehow, your shit got corrupted.
To let you know, bro.
Think about it.
To let you know, it was 363 gigabytes.
That's a lot
for 4,000 photos, and I was like, "What the fuck?" That's why it took an hour 0.5.
That makes sense. No,
yeah,
but it's good thing that you told him like, don't delete them yet. Yeah. Don't delete them yet.
I told him
triple check. I want to back it up somewhere else just in case too.
So then, so that's my photography. Before I get into my new thing, so then the videography. Shout outs to Rafe. I told him I've seen a couple of videos, and I kind of wanted something. I kind of let him free reins with the whole thing.
He showed me the inspirational video that you guys are trying to go for, because it's not a traditional wedding video. Because I just dropped a wedding film on my YouTube channel, and it's your style will be non-traditional, but in a cool way though.
Yeah, I was like, yo, here's the inspo. Like, can you fuck with it? And then he sent me another video from the guy, and he's like, what about this? And it's like, thoughts? And then I was
he's a big thoughts guy,
and I was like, dude, love it. And then it kind of fits with his style, so I was like, cool, man, run it.
Does. I saw with the Polaroid and all that.
Yeah,
like,
he took so many Polaroids of us that he was like, Peter, like, check these out. I was like, what the fuck? Like, and then Shelby's like, where are the Polaroids? I was like, I don't know. I gotta tell him for him because it looked fucking hard.
He's gonna use it for the video.
Okay. So then I was like, yo, dude, do everything, but I was being a little control freak because you were like, Peter, like, relax, like what, like, chill. But
I caught you
as
a few
a creative,
times.
so now we're moving into we're like, what it's like when you're a creative and like you're
in the other side of the camera.
Yeah. I was like the what's he call it, husbandzilla. Like I was like,
yeah,
do this,
not the bridezilla, but the
this,
husbandzilla.
I was like, I wanted all, like, I had ideas, and thankfully he was open to them. And yeah, but he
could have been a thing about, yo, fuck off, you hired me.
Like, Pete, like, no, I'm doing this. I already have this, but he did everything. I was directing a little bit. I was like, dude, do this, but
You're not supposed to do that on your wedding.
I'm not, but I'm just like a creative, and I have this vision, and I'm trying to like project it.
It's okay. Can I speak out loud? This is a safe space, right?
Go ahead.
It felt like you were more concerned with the content than the actual fucking wedding itself, bro.
Maybe, dude. Maybe, but that's why
Shelby's not gonna want to hear this shit.
But maybe that's why, Alberto, I wasn't on my phone during the wedding because I realized it on the ride. I was like, man, I'm stressing out too much on the creative space, and
that's the last thing you should be thinking about.
Yeah, but this was like I was nervous.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the nerves kicking in, and I was like, fuck, I'm getting married. Like, I want this to be perfect. And then I was like, on the car ride because we took buses, we shuttled to my dad's farm, and I was like, man, what the fuck am I doing? Like, let's just fucking relax. Let's live in the moment. And then never on my phone. My Snapchat was 0.
Yeah.
Instagram was 0.
Yeah.
Like, I relied on people who took pictures and stuff. But I feel like everybody had fun because there wasn't many shareable stories. But it was a beautiful.
I took a few snaps of you guys dancing. You guys were definitely having a good time for sure.
Yeah,
it was fun. It was fun.
He killed it though. Now where are we gonna go?
Well, as far as the video aspect, like, what's the promising? Just a full video with the Instagram highlight. Just we want to know these details for
so
any videographers, wedding videographers, photographers.
Yeah, Rafe gave me a good amount because it's his first wedding, and it was a 5 to 6 minute highlight video.
Okay, that's fair.
With 2 shooters. He had another friend, Kai. Shout out to Kai. He killed it. And drone footage. So it was a good deal.
What's the turnaround time as far as like?
He told me about a month and a half.
That's fast.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good. I do 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, maybe fuck.
But I do deal with like 20 fucking projects at the same time.
Yeah, I told him.
I got done with one wedding.
Fuck. What's wrong with you, bro?
I just got done with one wedding video today, and you're like, "Oh, you're done, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I still got 3 more to edit, though." Like,
yeah,
yeah.
I told him no rush, though. I did lob him like a few inspirational songs that he's like, "What do you think about songs?" And I told him this and that.
Are you guys going with popular songs or like art list, music bed style? It's
kind of underground music.
Okay. Like, you don't care about getting monetized or demonetized because
I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care. But it's if I do get monetized, I'm like, damn, like really, like. But
that's why it's one of the things I've been struggling with. Couples there want to use popular songs. Your shit or what?
Take down your video?
Right now, Instagram is going crazy with muting my old videos, and
really?
I'm not the only one. I saw Ben Real posted it, the dude that does Black with No Cream, and he also put like, Instagram, here we go again, fuck with me shit, and I respond to him like, yo, dude, same, and then he posted like all these screenshots of everyone responding to like they're going through the same issue, and I'm actually sending those screenshots to like my couples that I'm currently working on with right now, and I'm like, yo, Instagram's bugging. I'm not fucking making this shit up. Like, we can't use fucking copyrighted music. Like, we got to use like subscription. And I put in, thankfully, from my last rookie day wedding videos that I've done, I learned my lesson and I put that in the contract. Like, yo, like, I got a music subscription and I have full rights creative control, but I'm open to collaborations as far as like, hey, give me a few songs from this subscription and then I could make it work.
Yeah.
But don't give me no fucking whatever popular song you want to use. It's gonna get muted, dude. Like, off rip.
And thankfully now, like, the music subscriptions and people who make music are pretty good at it.
Yeah, no, they're actually really good stuff, man. It's really good music. Yeah. You just gotta put the time into look into it and listen to it and then picture it in your mind. Where the couple's not thinking like us. They're not thinking like creatives. They're thinking like, oh, this is the song
this is what I want. This is what I pictured.
This is the song we heard on our first dates or our first kiss or our first dance. Like, I want to use this for the wedding. I'm like, bro, sounds lovely enough, but I can't use this fucking song, bro.
Yeah.
But anyways, you were talking about these month and a half turnaround is pretty fast.
Yeah, and I told him I was like, dude, like, take your time. I did purchase the raw footage because I do we're gonna get into later, but I got a new laptop that I can finally edit video.
Let's talk about it.
You want to talk about it?
You use the wedding money for the podcast or for the laptop.
This was like, it's like, damn, scam. What did somebody say? It's like,
like
scam of the
like
week?
finesser of the year.
Yeah, no, Shelby, shout out to
the honeymoon money that we all pitched in and went for the laptop.
that was the joke. There's like the joke's got to fly. But I told him, like, Shelby would never let that go.
Fuck no.
She would never let me get from that. But I saved up money to like where like if anything happens.
Well, you were ready to pull the trigger before the wedding because you were telling me like, yo, after the wedding, I'm buying my laptop.
I told him, I'm like, as soon as like everything is good to go, nothing arises where I need to spend an extra couple grand, like I'm good to go, and I'm gonna get a fucking laptop because I fucking hate my old one from 2011. The first fucking Retina, bro. I've had that shit since 2011.
Damn.
What is that? 10 fucking years, bro. I've been fucking with that.
The fact that it still turns on is amazing.
I've been fucking editing shit. Like I'll be brushing stuff and I'll be like, well, I'm gonna get a beer. And I come back, I'm like, oh, it's finally done brushing.
Let it buffer.
Yeah. Anyway, so then I was like, I told Shop, I'm like, yo, like, I'm going to use this money that I have accumulated in case of an emergency that something pops up. I'm going to use it for a fucking laptop. I was like, yeah, go ahead. But just wait till the wedding. Fucking wedding comes. I get my first gig from the wedding. I'm like, yo, I'm going to get a fucking laptop. I was like, all right, do what you got to do. I go to fucking Mac.
I can't wait to hear these Apple prices, bro.
I actually called Mac and I'm like, hey, do you guys have the 2 terabyte? It's like the Ferrari, like top of the line.
Okay.
2 terabyte, which they only make up to terabyte. 16 gig memory.
Okay.
Which is like equivalent
RAM.
to 64 RAM on a regular computer.
Okay.
Because it's an M1 chip, and the M1 chip.
I'm not familiar with the M1.
The M1 chip, dude, it's like Silicon Valley's Apple new chip that correlates.
I know it's brand new, right? Like,
yeah, it's like top. It's like the state of the art.
Okay.
And it uses a little bit of the terabyte SSD and the chip or the memory.
Okay.
So they kind of correlate. It's
Okay.
it's a uniform chip.
Okay.
And so like the 16 gig correlates, like I said, to 64 RAM.
Did you have a couple of options, or did you know like, yo, I want the Ferrari?
No, I wanted the fucking Ferrari. Like I was like, yo, I've been saving up. Like I want to, and
Run it.
This is a fucking investment. Like,
Yeah.
no,
it is.
I earned this shit. Like
It's a
not
tax-
even
that's-
earned
that's
this
a
shit.
tax write-off
I
right
need
there.
this. Yeah, tax write off. So then I was like, give me the 2 terabyte, 16 gig. It only comes in 13 right now because
Okay.
the 15 doesn't exist. It has an Intel i9 or,
Okay.
or something like that. So then I was like, give me the fucking.
That's
13.
like your last laptop, though.
Yeah, I was like, I don't give a fuck. I have a monitor.
You have a fucking external
this and
monitor.
that.
Yeah.
Give me the fucking newest top of the line shit. Give me it. And then they were like, it's gonna take 2 weeks to get this laptop. And I was like, fuck. So I was like, all right, I make an appointment. I'm just gonna go pay money and wait 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I go, and shout outs to Nathan, who knows Rodney. Remember Rodney? He works at the.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
He's like, yeah, you know Rodney. He's like, yeah, he works here. He still works here. I'm like, oh, dope. Like, yeah, blah blah blah. And then he's like, dude, actually, we have a 1 terabyte.
They were
16 gig."
Kevin.
And I was like, and I swear to God, I sound like a freaking delusional person. I was like, wait, I just called and they only told me you had a 512 8 gig, but you're telling me you had the 16 1 terabyte? I was like, yeah, we have it. I'm like, wait, I just called yesterday though. Maybe it just came in today. I was like,
Oh, so they had it in stock.
I was like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah. So I'll bring it out, and he brings it out. And I swear to God, I was like 16 gig, 1 terabyte.
You're like reading
gig,
off the
1 terabyte.
specs.
16 big, 1 terabyte, 1 megabyte, or M1. I was like, dude, you just made my fucking week. Let's get it. And then they get it. I was like, what the fuck? And then, so since it was, I wanted to go with the 2 terabyte. I was like, what are your thoughts with the 2 terabyte? It's like, well, what are you doing? It's like photography. That's it. Occasional video here and there. It's like, do you store a bunch of shit on your computer? I was like, not really. I have an SSD where I unload it. I only save it for 1 month. It's like, dude, what the fuck? You don't need the 2 terabyte.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
You don't.
but wait, I heard that it's a uniform M1 chip, so it uses a little bit of the memory and a little bit of the SSD to like work together without fuck me up. It's like, dude, no, those are all myths. Give me the 1 terabyte.
Dude.
He brings it out, and I'm like, let's fucking go.
I'm surprised he didn't upsell you just to like, because you know, I'm assuming they get a commission or some shit like that.
Maybe, but it was a $400
obviously
distance.
not, because they fucking said like, yo, you don't need that fucking 2 terabyte. Just stick with the one. You have an external SSD already, so just work off that.
Yeah. So I was like, damn, like this is crazy. Like, I'm like, what would you do? Would you wait 2 weeks? And he's like, nah, I'll get this one. And then
how much did you save before we go to the final price?
So
how was that gap?
The extra 1 terabyte of memory SSD was $400. So
Okay.
I saved
not too
like
shabby, but it's still $400.
$400 plus tax. That's like $500 essentially.
Facts.
And then he's like, all right, this one's 1900, and then I have to get the stupid adapter because Apple always makes you buy fucking things, and I bought it. It was like $65 for
just to plug in USBs,
and it was the ugly one, dude, with the cable.
Yeah,
and I was like,
yeah.
You don't have the other ones? Like, nah, we don't. It's like you have to order that from the.
You should sell that old one.
I already returned it, bro.
Okay, nice.
It's today, so that I go home and I plug it in. I plug everything in. I'm like, Jesus Christ, it looks fucking ugly with my HDMI
cord,
cable and everything.
Yeah.
And I go online. I pay another $35, which is $100.
Gotta love Apple.
They're right here. They're based out of San Diego, Sateki or whatever they're fucking called. They over fucking charged me. Anyways, I get the fucking thing. I order it. It just came in yesterday. I returned it today.
I saw the snap you sent me.
And then
it was clean.
It's fucking dope. And then I plugged that shit in, and yeah, it's beautiful. And out the door, I spent $1,900 for the laptop, M1 chip, 16 gigs, which is the memory is like the fastest one you can get.
Right.
And the 1 terabyte, which is plenty of if you're like
on top of your external SSD, you should be more than fine.
Yeah. And then shout out to my coworker Ace, who got me a free monitor. He was like, I was like, dude, I'm trying to get this monitor.
I thought you were bullshitting, bro. When you said
wanted
that.
the BenQ, which is like 1,200, or no shit, it might be 1,800. But this monitor is insane, bro. You know how like when people do VAR, like in soccer, and they have those little screens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it has that. And I was like, what the fuck?
Why would you need that though?
Because it's supposed to like keep the colors constant or some bullshit. Something to do with your background. It has to be gray or black.
Sure.
Anyways, high quality monitor. So I go to Best Buy. I'm like, hey, do you guys have the BenQ monitor? It's like, no, but we have this one, which is the one I told you about. It's like $800. And I'm like, fuck, I'm about to buy this shit. And then I'm
You're
like,
just on a spending free.
Like, and they were like, no, our nearest one is like in where was it? Like somewhere in deep San Diego. I was like, fuck, like, all right, I'll think about it. I go home, I'm at work, and I'm like, dude, I'm trying to get this monitor. He's like, dude, I have this monitor. It's like, blah, 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 blah. It's like a Acer XF251Q.
Okay.
And I'm like, what is that? And then I'm like, I'm giving him a ride to home. And I'm looking, I was like, oh, fuck, it's like $200, bro. It's a pretty good monitor. It's a gaming monitor. And I'm like, hey, is it
gaming monitors are good.
I'm like, one thing I heard is you want to get an IPS monitor, which is like, it doesn't fuck up your colors.
Okay.
It's like the bare minimum.
It's like color corrected. Like it's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Not color shifts.
It's not the LS. What is it? LSD or
LCD?
LCD, which is kind of color shifting.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, is it IPS? And it's like, I don't know, bro. And then we're like doing it. And it's like here. It's like I found it, and I get it. I plug it in. I'm like, holy fuck, this is nice. Like compared to my old one. And then that's when I sent you something. Who needs the 24? Like my old one. I'm trying to give it over for free. Shit, maybe we should get that for free. And sign this shit.
We should put in the bucket.
Fucking sign it.
Giveaway.
I know, giveaway. But anyways, so then boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, holy fuck. I edited my first shoot. Game changer, bro. 50% of the fucking time that I'm wasting, bro.
Damn.
It saves me 50% of the time. With
probably a lot more without you even realizing it.
I'm like brushing shit. And it's instantly, instantaneous, bro. It's like, what the fuck? And I'm telling Shelby.
Welcome to my world, man.
Shelby's like, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm trying to go to sleep. And I'm like, dude, this is insane. I edited like 3 photos, bro, when I typically only edit 1.
That's why it takes you forever to edit a photo. Now I get it, because I'm like, bro, why does it take you so long to edit one fucking photo? But I didn't put in consideration and get a piece of shit laptop from 10 years ago.
Like I said, I have to brush, and then I'm like, I'm going to go out. And then I come back, and it's finally loading. But it dropped my time from like 35 minutes to like maybe 20 max. Like now 20 max, I'll edit a photo, and I'll be perfect.
Well, damn, man, that's freaking dope that you were able to reduce your time now. So
yes,
I heard that you were saying earlier that you just got done editing your first shoot since post wedding.
Yeah.
So you're back in full swings back to photography, because I know you took like a month and a half off.
No, I only had like 4 shoots once a week. But yeah, now I'm like full effect, bro. Like it's insane. Like now that the wedding's over and everything, I had like the wedding of my dreams. Sounds like a cornball, but damn, like now I can focus on what my passion is, and it's fucking photography, bro. And let's get right into it, man. I just had my first shoot this last weekend.
How was that,
dude? It was insane.
Where'd you shoot? Where was it? And what did you shoot?
It was a graduation shoot, and I shot in Balboa Park. And goddamn.
Oh yeah, you already posted it, yeah.
And goddamn, it was infested with videographers and photographers, bro. It was hard to
You
find
make it sound like it's a
spot.
bad thing, though.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's a great thing. It makes me happy that all
There's
these
a lot of creatives out there.
and videographers and photographers are out there getting the grind, man. It makes me so happy to do that.
This is on a what? A weekday, weekend?
It's on a Saturday
Oh,
evening.
man, that's
prime
evening.
hour, 5 to 5 o'clock.
golden hour.
And we get there, and it's hard to find. We're fighting for spots. Hey, you want to go? Like, I'm about to go up next. Am I in your shot? This and that. Talking to the photographers, being courteous.
Yeah. Nice of you.
Throwing them flowers and whatnot. Hey, good shot, man. Blah, blah, blah. So then I'm feeling like fucking, I'm feeling on top of the world, bro. Let me
Why
go.
is that?
Let me
You didn't
go.
feel no intimidation? There's
No
so many,
intimidation.
there's so many of you
I
guys
feel like
out
a
there.
teacher, which I am a teacher. Hey, what up? Bright nose, man. I mean, I'm getting a little cocky right now. This segment.
You getting a little cocky?
I'm throwing myself some flowers. No, so like we go. I see people with. I'm like, I don't know if it's because of my expertise level where I'm like noticing tidbits of like other photographers. Like, oh damn, like I wish you would have done this. I just feel like I'm on top of my game, right? I'm seeing other photographers.
Okay.
To my perspective. This
Okay.
is my perspective. This is my opinion.
I'm following.
And I see. I'm like looking at other photographers. I'm nitpicking them. I'm like, damn, I wish you would. You have a.
Why aren't you focusing on your clients, my guy?
It's the teacher inside me. Like I want to help them out. I want them to
Teacher
better.
inside me.
I want them. I'm sure you've done with like you've done.
I
like,
see it, but I don't think too much of it. I'm like,
I don't think
yikes.
so much
but
of it,
then I
but-
keep pushing.
But we do this podcast, so
Oh,
I feel
yeah,
a little
okay.
entitled.
Yeah. True.
And I'm like looking at them. I'm like, damn, bro. Like I want to suggest a softbox for you. I want to do this and that. I'm seeing photographers go like, we got the shot. Are you sure we got the shot? We got the shot. Let's move on to the next one. I'm like, damn, like bro, like just chill. Like you're like I told you we got up next, but just chill. Like take as many shots as you want. And they see me with this big ass fucking setup.
I'm assuming 90% of the shooters ever like natural light shooters.
Zoom lenses, bro, like big ass lenses. I'm like, and I'm educating my client. I'm like, they got zoom lenses because that's like a very versatile. You see me with the lens pouch in my belt because I'm constantly switching. They only have one lens, which is good to educate the customer.
It's convenient for them to use.
It's convenient,
a zoom
but it's not
lens,
as sharp as the prime lens.
Of course not. You can't.
And I tell them that I'm educating them because of course you're on the field and your client is. Hey, yo, why do they have a bigger lens?
Because
why do they do
a
this?
bigger camera, bigger lens to them means better quality.
Yes, and exactly what you just said. So I'm like educating them. I'm like, dude, bigger lens doesn't mean it's a convenience thing.
Not in 2021 anymore.
Yeah, and I'm like, don't worry about it. Like, and then I'm showing them previews. I'm making the client feel comfortable with chit chatting. And I got a big compliment. Like, damn, you're a really good people's person. You're really good at conversating.
There you
I'm
go.
like, dude, I fucking know that, man. And in my head, I'm like, you want to check out my podcast? But I never gloat on my podcast.
Never.
And,
it's not their world, anyways.
No, it's not the world. And it's hard to hold back and kind of like, yo, like this is why I'm a people's person because I have my own podcast.
I talk every fucking week,
and I hear my own fucking voice, and then I say, why the fuck did I say that? And I cringe every time I hear my voice. But anyways. Back to my clients. The shoot goes on. It's a 2-hour session.
Beefy. That's a beefy session for photos.
Really good payout for me. And I don't feel bad for like wasting the time because I feel like the client got all and more, if anything, experiencing. And
so you give them a good experience.
Yeah, it was a hell of an experience, dude. Like I want them to write me a review because it was like it was her and her family.
Okay.
And, we took turns like
high school graduation or college?
High school.
Okay.
And it was like her. I think it was shout outs to goddamn, I forgot her fucking name. Oh, that's bad. We did boxing together.
Okay.
But she paid for her thing.
Nice.
And then she later during mid shoot she was like, oh, can I pay for an extra hour? How much would it be? And I told her, and I was like, it's like, okay, let's do another hour. Let's do it.
Run it.
Yeah. And then it was like, I was like, I'm gonna exceed your expectations.
Okay.
I said, yeah, like my aunt's gonna be a kind of a hard person to work with, but I hope you already apologize for that in advance. And I was like, dude, don't worry about it. I got this. And I got it, bro. And I was like, damn, like they were like giving me my flowers. They're like, oh my God, such an experience. We'll hit you up next time for photos, this and
Facts.
that. And I'm just
There
like,
we go.
we get the shoot done. I'm walking pride, dude. I'm walking
Like,
with my head held high.
You're seeing like a million little ants
Yeah.
of freaking videographers and photographers.
My 60-pound fucking setup.
Wait, so you're one man banding it?
Yeah,
like you didn't have an assistant to that?
No assistant. I asked for Shelby to help me out, but she was like, "Nah, I don't want to help."
She was
I
like, "Fuck off."
I was like, "Damn it!" I was like, "All right, cool." And I one man it, dude. Like, and my shoulder still hurts. Bro. I'm sore. I need to get a little cart, which I've been.
You
preaching.
should.
And,
That's the next one you should get. It's a cart, man.
Yeah, I'm about to get that. And yeah, I get done. I sit in my car, reflect. what I did wrong, what I did right, and
it was. I like to ask this like every shoot. I like to ask myself like every time I should help shoot with someone to shoot.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, what is something you could have done better? Like, what is something that you learned from the shoot? So, what is something that you learned in that shoot?
have an assistant. Like, give them a few bucks here and there.
I was gonna say like, if you want an assistant, good luck getting it for free. You have to toss up
I was
a couple of bucks, maybe dinner.
Every time I hit up a creative member who I know close, I hit them up. I was like, hey, can you help me with some BTS? I don't tell them off the rip, I'm gonna give you money, like because you know it's not much, but it's a good amount.
Yeah,
I don't want to set them up to like, hey man, it's gonna be a paid
expectation.
Gig, blah, blah. Yeah, so I in the back of my head, I'm like, I'm gonna give them a good amount where they can go have dinner with their significant other, and that's cool. Thanks for helping me. But lately, the creative members I've been hitting, who I thought would help, they haven't been hitting me. Like they've been like, oh, like I've been doing this, I've been doing that. All right, cool, that's fine, that's fair.
Yeah,
I know not to hit you up anymore. Go on to the next one. There's plenty of other hungry people and creative members who are hungry. I wasn't hit you up, but you were obviously had a shoot and you were like hella tired, and I'm sure you don't want to go to drive San Diego and then come back.
I remember you hit me. I don't know where I was at, but I think it was in LA or some shit like that.
Yeah, you were on the Inland Empire, I think.
Oh, okay. I don't remember. I do a lot.
But anyways, so
that's something I do too. Like when I take someone, even when I hire for a B shooter, like I don't know if you've done this before. Like I'll fucking get their dinner too. Like I don't know if I'm overdoing it at that point. I'm like, I already paid you, so technically you could get your own food. But but if it's like a free thing, like if they assess me, like if they just want to shadow me, someone offers like, hey dude, can I just come? I just want to be around and like soak all your information.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, cool. Get some photos and BTS of me, and then they don't know, but I mean, always when we stop for food, like it's usually towards the tail end of the night, and like, yo, let's get some food. Like, I got you. Like, what do you want? Just go where the fuck you want. Like,
yeah, and that's
something I always practice.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, me and you are pretty good about that.
Yeah, because I like to value people's time, man. It's like
exactly.
I don't want to be that. There's a lot of grease balls out there, man. Like, oh fuck, I got this shit. I got free photos. Like, I got free BTS. I'm just gonna abuse that person. Like, it's fucked up, man. To me, like, I would not like to be treated like that. So I try to make him sure, like, yo, you're compensated. Yeah. Like, yo, I appreciate you even showing up to me, even though you did approach me and ask me. So therefore, I had the leverage. Let's call it leverage.
Yeah.
To like, I could like get it for free, but like, no, I'm gonna throw some bucks at you or get you dinner or some shit like that, you know?
Yeah, nah. Me and you, like we always say, we treat other people how we want to be treated.
Yeah.
So let's say you were to be called on a shoot, like then you weren't expecting anything, but you get a few bucks here and there, like damn, like that's how I want to be treated. Like I'm gonna reciprocate that. So, anyways,
like I have a shoot this coming weekend, and I hit someone up like, yo, do you want to come meet me and like I could help you and I'll pick you up and whatnot. And they said, yeah, like, and I'm gonna, it's like, is it gonna be paid? Like, unfortunately for this shoot, it can't be paid because the budget's pretty fucking low. Yeah. And so I just like, yo, man, I got you on like the rest. Like, I got you on dinner, food, or whatever. Yeah. Like, or sometimes I do tradesies like, yo, like, you could use my fucking gear for some shit if they need it or whatever. I'll just like, yo, let's do this. We kind of go a trade off.
Yeah. No, like, we have it locked down where like, we know how to treat people. Like, for me, like, yo, come to my house, meet me at my house. And they comes like, dude, I didn't know you live this close to the beach. I'm like, yeah, Berto's not the only one this close to the beach. Like, me too. And have a couple beers, you know, get them a little tipsy, get them loose. And then I was like, all right, man, game time, let's go. And we go. You know,
I don't know if that sounds really good to say out loud. It's like a little tipsy, then let's go to the shoot.
I'm saying like loosen them up.
No, I know.
Because every time it's like, oh shit. Like,
they're all timid and tight.
They're like tight, like this really like it's cool. Like then the conversation doesn't flow. I'm like,
yeah,
like, relax, bro. Like relax. We're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
And but yeah. So anyways, the shoot was amazing. I got another shoot tomorrow. I got another shoot in the works. But what I was telling you beforehand, I was like, dude, like it's insane to how far me and you have gone. Like,
yeah.
Like just our work and self-belief and everything. And I told myself like right now, or this happened like a couple of days ago. I was like in my head, I was like, man, I want to be San Diego's top photographer, bro. I want everybody, the top motherfucker, to be like, nah, fuck all these fools. I want Peter Collins. Peter Martinez is my real name, by the way. Peter Collins, you would have followed me. You would have seen all my wedding highlights. Because I only share that a couple times, but Peter Collins.
Get to the fucking point.
So then I was having this epiphany. I'm like sleeping. I'm seeing all these people rant. I'm seeing all these other photographers rant. Like
as you're walking out, leaving, you see all these photographers and shooting.
This is like the day after.
Okay.
I'm like
you're just reflecting.
I'm reflecting. I'm like, well, okay, what did I do right? A few things wrong. I will say.
Oh yeah, you never mentioned
like things wrong.
Something that
I would need a helper. I would need a helper
besides the assistant. Yeah.
Maybe
anything in your end that you that you kind of dropped the ball on that you could think
Nothing
of?
really. I didn't have a speaker this time because it was so fucking loud. There were so many vendors with music out loud.
Oh, so there was no
so
point.
I never popped my speaker, and I told them I was like, you normally I put music of your taste, but it's so fucking loud. I have to yell towards you to give you directions and guide you. I'm not gonna put music.
So Balboa was popping then.
Yeah, it was popping, dude. But no, just
it's fair to say that San Diego's open at this point.
I would think yeah, it's open. I would say music, not music. I'm sorry, assistant to make it the transitions more smoother. Right. But then again, it's up to you to find one or hire one to have one for sure. But anyways, the epiphany I had, I was like, man, like I was looking at these previews and looking at these raws, and I was like, dude, I want to be San Diego, like for real, like no cap. Like I know I say jokingly, I'm San Diego's whatever, and I get a lot of flack.
It's a joke, guys. It's a joke.
Fucking person. Anyways, I want to be like legit by the end of this year. I want my name to be up there with top 3 photographers. And
I think you said top 3. Yeah, that's pretty
top
fair.
3. That's exceptional, realistic goal. And that's what I came to realization.
In your field, in your
photography,
niche.
Photography, which is
there's different lanes of photography, man. I work with fashion photography, and I work with street photography. I work with fucking ocean photographers, so it's like there's different lanes to it.
I want to be the top 3 portrait photographers in San Diego. Which this is fucking what is this, June something, early June. And I want to make that a reality by the end of this year. So that's a goal I'm putting myself accountable towards.
How can you measure that?
What do you mean? How can I measure? I think just by being booked full. Raising
booked and busy, baby.
Raising my prices every month.
I know we were talking about you're gonna bump it up a little bit more because the demand's a little too much right now.
I get a lot of inquiries, and it's like I could do all these inquiries, but at the same time, like, goddamn, if I raise my little price, I can funnel that who really wants me, and that's normal. Like that's not because I'm being greedy. That's because
that's how a business works.
Yeah, that's how Nike and Adidas work, and you have to realize that, and you have to come to a fucking epiphany to where like, oh shit, I'm not Payless anymore. I'm not for everyone, and you're working yourself. It's like a shoe manufacturer. That I was like, oh, we gotta fucking build these shoes because all these people are requesting it. No, like you work at your own pace because you value your company and you want to be secluded, right?
Right.
And we always talk about this branding. Gucci doesn't make 1 billion belts.
No,
for
they
$1.
Make an X amount of number, and then they make it exclusive for
$400.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to be. Because like,
I think that's what we all. That's all we all strive for. Like,
yeah. You told me you fucking raised your prices for weddings, so that's good.
In the very beginning, you're the yes man or yes gal that you take everything in like as low as fucking $50 to $100, and then once you're like, all right, man, you know I'm actually kind of nice at this. I'm really good. People are wanting my services. Yeah. Let's bump it up a little bit. Let's bump it up more. Let's bump it up more. This fucking wedding I just dropped, bro. Like I'm gonna bump that shit up more right now, dude. Like the demand went fucking crazy after I dropped it in one day. Like, yo, I want this shit. I want this shit. I want this shit. And that deep down in my mind, 75% of the inquiries, not sound fucked up, can't afford me. Yeah. And I already know it's like, fuck, like every time they hit me up, like, I know you, bro. Like, I'm going to break your heart.
But that's good because you know your clientele.
Yeah, no. Yeah. And that's the point. I don't want to work with everybody. I want to work with this lane of people that's worth my time. Like, I already told you, I want to work 1 project a month, ideally. 2 projects a month. Actually, let's call it 2 projects a month. And let's call it a day. Right now, I'm digging myself in a hole right now. Like I went through this. Oh, we haven't talked much about me and what have I been up to?
Yeah.
So like the last,
just kidding.
The last few weeks, man,
tricks.
I've just.
It's a joke. Stupid. Y'all see all the fucking stones I got?
Calm down,
what
Thanos.
What the fuck you been up to, bro?
So the last few weeks, man, while you've been prepping for your big day, rightfully so, I've been like saying yes to a lot of gigs, but at the same time it's like they meet my quote, they meet my actual rates. So I'm like let's see how many projects I could take on, and like how many projects can I take. So I'm like, I took like 10 to 12 projects, bro, like in like this in like a 2-month span, and this is the heaviest workload I've ever done in my life. And it's like, but it's like one of those good pains to go through. Like, you know, they say like, oh, don't overwork yourself, and you get like, yeah, whatever, fuck off. Like, I want to go through this pain. I want to see how it feels. So I really, really know, like, yo, fuck that. Never again, man. So I'm in the middle of it right now. I'm in the tail end of all my projects. So right now I'm saying no to a lot of shit, unless the money's worth it, of course. or like it just something I don't want to do, like I'm saying, I'm just passing it to the homies like, yo, talk to this person. This ain't it for me. And like, I don't want to do this shit. And so that's what I've been doing the last few weeks, is fucking heavy shooting. The last 2 weeks. Now this week it's been a lot of editing. I've not booked anything intentionally.
Busy as fuck. I'm trying to hang out with you.
Yeah. And it's a great problem to have, I think, especially as a freelance, because you never know when this slows down, man. And fortunately for me, knocking on fucking wood, like it's been pretty insane since the beginning of the first day of freelance. I remember I fucking told you, like, when I like, yo, I'm done with my job, like I gotta fucking do this shit. I don't
Random ass FaceTime. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Is bro at 12 a.m.
I never FaceTime.
You're fucking drinking. It's like, dude, I quit my job. I'm like, well, let me call you back. I don't got time for this. I was like, wait, you quit your job? I was like, yeah, bro, that's it. I was like, what the
So it's
fuck?
like, I didn't know if I could make money or a dollar, man. And now it's like, it's been good, man. It's been good.
Yeah,
so, yeah, that's all I gotta say. It's been pretty good, man.
So are you finding that balance, or have you found that balance, or are you just so fucking hungry still? Or
No, I mean, the hunger is always gonna be there for me, dude. Like I always put this on Mondays, like, yo, new week, fucking same drive, same motivation, like. But I am itching for a vacation. I am itching to fucking get on a flight and take the fuck off for like a month or two. I sent my passport to renew fucking 5 weeks ago, and I'm still waiting for it. I should have expedited at this point, man. A little too late now, but once I get my passport back, I'm gonna book a flight somewhere, and I'm gonna I'm gonna get off the grid like you're gonna do, man, pretty soon. But
fuck, getting off the grid this weekend, bro.
Yeah. But that's pretty much what I've been up to, man. Just fucking working crazy, man. But it's like, it's the dope feeling, man. It's like this is everything I wanted.
Yeah.
Of course, not to the level where I want to be, but I'm able to look back, and I feel like something a lot of creatives don't really do, or in general humans don't do, is they don't look back and see how far they've gone. They just keep on looking forward. Like, fuck, I still gotta get to this mile. I still gotta get to this hill. Like, chill out, kind of like what you did. Slow down. Take a look back. I'm like, holy shit! Look how far I've gone. Like, I've gone like 3 miles, or like, let's say, like, I've gone so far. Like, the last 2 months is the most money I've ever made in my fucking life, man. It's like insane, like how much you could make in 1 month. It's fucking stupid, but it's possible, man. Any creative out there, it's fucking possible, man. You just gotta fucking really go after it and stop making bitch ass excuses, bro.
Let's fucking get her fucking going. So, my question to you is, what is your end goal? Like, I just expressed myself. Or maybe you don't have it.
I guess this is like the halfway marker of the year.
So what do you see? What do you want to accomplish by the end of this year? We're halfway point, almost June. 6 months.
I mean, I've always said before, I want to get to that six figure world.
Is that still your goal, or
it's still the goal. It's still the goal. But I want to work on.
Have you found a new goal?
As far as goals, like, I like to tackle on 2 projects per month. Kind of like how you do 4 photography gigs per month. I want to tackle on 2 projects, because like I'm noticing right now, and it's like this is a moment of growth for me right now, where I have 5 fucking gigs that I have to fucking edit. And so I'm like, okay, fuck, that's not even including the weddings. It's like, it's starting to like, all right, I need to get this shit over with. I need to get it done. And I feel like that's fucking up with my mind to like, hey, I want to care for the project, and like I want it to be my baby. I want them to, it's their baby as well, the client's baby, but I want it to be my baby as well.
You want to curate it.
Exactly. Like, I don't want to get it done because like, yo, I got a deadline in 2 weeks. Like, I need to get this shit done right now. Like, I can't just do that. So I'm noticing that I'm slowly kind of like, I'm thinking about that. And so like, whoa, I need to chill. Like, I need to not take that many shit, because I need to like really think about this project and actually put my heart and soul into it, because that's what they pay for.
Yeah, so. And then that's one thing. You know how like people say, it's like, dude, I do what I want for a living, like, because that kind of takes a little bit away when you're like, I just gotta get it done. I just gotta get it done. Like, boom, boom, like, yeah. But if you curate and charge the amount you're worth, eventually, obviously raising your prices, it's like, damn, like that felt good. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Every project I turn in, bro, like, I'm always like, I feel accomplished, but I'm like, fuck, I hope they like it. Like, they should like it, but you never know. And I always get 9 times out of 10, they're like, holy shit, what the I'm amazed. Like, this is exactly what we want. And I'm like, yo, time to celebrate, Kristen. Let's get a fucking beer. Like,
dude, that's how I was in the beginning. I was nervous. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna over deliver. And I was like, oh, they got it. And then I was like, well, I'm gonna do this. They liked it? Okay, cool. I'm like, yeah, 10 photos. You guys loved it? Like, I bet. Like, let's go.
Yeah,
like, that's the main goal.
Yeah, and it's like, that's my ultimate motivation is fucking freedom, bro. Like money,
Yep.
give two fucks about money. Like, but we live in a world where you need money. Like, let's be realistic about it. But my real drive is freedom, bro. I just want that. I want to be free. I want to go everywhere the fuck I want to travel to, and I want to work on projects that I want to do. That's my end goal. Like, work on projects that I want to really, really sink my teeth into, and not just take it because like, oh fuck, rent's due, you know.
Yeah, shout outs to Floyd Mayweather. Legacy don't pay for your fucking kids' tuition.
I heard that.
Money does, boy.
I heard that.
But damn, man. I hope you guys are enjoying this Potter 46.
Yes, 46.
We have the fucking frame of the week.
Let's get in frame of the week.
Guys, as always, you guys can hit us with questions at intheframepodcast@gmail.com. InTheFramePodcast on fucking Instagram. YouTube, comment that shit. The more you comment, the more it shares it, and the more I don't want to quit this fucking podcast. It's a lot of work, fam.
I don't want to quit this podcast.
And if you guys don't keep commenting, man, shit, we might move like once a month or some shit.
Nah, we're never doing that. We're solid month. So anyways, this frame of the week is going to go to at Jose Alclavel. Oh fuck, I messed up this name, bro. Anyways, what do you think about this fucking shot, man? You'll see the ad in the description, guys.
Super mysterious. Love the little like glows around the lights.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
The movie Driver.
Dude, I was gonna fucking say it.
Really?
Yeah, I swear to God, I couldn't think of the fucking name of the movie.
Yeah, so the caption is first two shots were on film and the rest were on digital. So he has like a slide of photos, but we're gonna feature the digital photos. You can't even tell the difference between the digital and the film photos. But he's got that moody, like
mysterious look.
Yeah, like I like the car. It's like really like 90s, like late 80s.
What the fuck is it called? Mandalorian or some boat or
like a hatchback
fuck
style?
Is that a Mustang? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it is, but
anyways, he's based out of Palmdale, so it's kind of fire. So thanks, Jose Clavel. Thanks, Jose Clavel, for like supporting the Potter band, and we really appreciate it. And if you guys want to be on Frame of the Week, just tag us on your heaters, man. We're always searching for heaters, guys.
Yes, sir.
You want to wrap up, man? It's where can people find you at?
People can find me on petercollinframes.com, Peter Collin Frames on Instagram. Where can they find you?
And people could find me on Instagram, _Mendoza, and on my website, albertovisuals.com.
That shit gonna be live, bro. Don't be fucking premeditating that.
By the time this is out, it should be live. So, yes, albertovisuals.com. If you guys want to see my work, check my website out. Let me know if it sucks. I didn't create it. Kristen created it for me. So that's my assistant right there. But
guys, if you have a guest who you want to recommend to the fucking Potter, yo, DM us, email us, send them their profile. We'll check them out. We'll
definitely.
Shit, this is gonna do it for episode number 46 of In the Frame Podcast.
Next week we'll for sure have I know we went back to back solos, but next week we have a dope fucking creator that you're gonna want to listen to for sure. So I'm really excited for this next guest.
Me too. This is going to do it for episode number 46 of In the Frame Podcast. I'm your host, Peter Collins, joined by your co-host, Alberto Mendoza. We'll catch you in episode number 47 with a guest.
Peace.
Peace.